Ray of Light Farm in East Haddam takes care of animals that have been neglected or abused or abandoned, and then in turn, some of those animals become therapy animals helping humans.
Pretty great. News 8 photojournalist Tom Parent tells us how a woman's breast cancer led to the farm's creation. It's tonight's Working for Connecticut.
Welcome, you're at Ray of Light Farm. We're an animal rescue and sanctuary and an animal assisted therapy center. We're mostly horse and donkey rescue, but we have a lot of other animals as well. It came out of some crazy lady's imagination, which would be me, but also was gifted to me by the universe. I made a promise a long time ago that if I survived a life-threatening illness, I would do something good with my life. And Ray of Light Farm grew out of that promise. Come on, sweet pea. My name is Bonnie Bunjorn, and I'm the founder and president of Ray of Light Farm. I think it developed as the more I saw the relationship that horses had with humans and vice versa. It taught me a whole lot about compassion and empowerment and just helping each other. It's very important for us to be open to the public. We've set it up so that we have a very public-friendly area of the farm where people can just come in and enjoy the animals and pet them. We did estimate last year that we get almost 25,000 people coming through the farm in a year between our events and our programs and just being open. We want it to be a place of peace and welcoming. We have been told that we have very happy-looking animals here and very friendly animals. We really strive to be a healing presence. Our animals say it pretty well. I get tearful when I think of it because all the stories go through my head that have happened here.
Looks beautiful right there in the snow. Well, tell us about someone working for Connecticut who you think we should feature right here on WTNH. To see more of these stories that we've done, you can find them on our website. You just find that on-air tab. Then look for Working for Connecticut. It's there in the drop-down. Once you're there, you'll be able to see our other Working for Connecticut stories.